Good day, welcome to another video. We'll be continuing with our question 1 series. So this is part 2. So here we are given x plus 1 all equal to 6, of which here we can multiply out to get x squared plus x transpose 6 minus 6 all equal to 0, and then from this we factorize, right? All equals to 0, of which the factors of 6 are 1 and 6, and then 2 and 3. But then we notice that these ones, their difference is 1, right? Difference is 1. So we're just going to have x and x, positive 3 minus 2. If you multiply this out, it's going to give you the original equation. Multiplying this out will give you this. You can check on your side. Okay, so here we end up with x plus 3 all equals to 0, or x minus 2 all equals to 0, right? Therefore x equals to negative 3, or x is equals to 2, right? And then okay, let's move to 1.1.2. we have 3x squared minus 4x all equal to 8. Okay, so here this is basically 3x squared minus 4x transpose 8 minus 8 all equals to 0, right? And then if we were to try to look for factors or perfect roots, you will notice that there isn't any, right? So yeah, from there, that means we have to use a quadratic formula, right? But either way, kindly note that had you chosen to use a quadratic formula over here, you could have, it will still give you the very same answers still, even though it could be a longer method, but it will still work. The quadratic method works all the time. That's what I'm saying. But factorizing doesn't work at times, just like in this case. So here, okay, these are basically, let me use a different color. It's basically ax squared plus bx plus c all equals to 0, ne? So from that we know our a will be equals to 3, our b is equals to negative 4, and then our c is equals to negative 8. So just note that, yeah, your b isn't just 4, but it's negative 4. Your c is negative 8. So okay, let's substitute. The original formula is x minus all equals to negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So here we have negative, what's our b? Negative 4 plus minus square root. B squared is negative 4 squared minus 4. A is 3, and then our c is negative 8, right? All over 2. What is our a? Our a is 3. Okay, so this gives us 4, negative and negative, plus minus square root of this would give us 16, 4 squared, right? And then negative is positive, therefore it will basically be 4 times 3 times 8, 96, right? Over 2 times 3 is 6. So we end up with x being equals to 4 minus square root 16 plus 96 over 6, which is the first root, or x is equals to 4 plus square root 16 plus 96, right, over 6. Therefore here and here, let's substitute and see what we get. Okay, so with the first one, we get negative 1.10, right? And then the second one we get 2.43. Kindly note that unless stated otherwise, you always round off to 2 decimal places. Okay. Yeah, let me just erase from the top so we can now move to the next question. Apologies about that. Okay, yeah. Let me just erase this part. Okay. Yeah, I hope you guys are following so far, and should you have any question, you may kindly ask me below the video in the comment section, or you may also ask me to cover a certain type of question or section. So here we have 4x squared plus 1 being greater than or included 5x, right? This is greater than, right? That means anything greater than, and then this right here is greater than and included, right? Greater than and included, right? So even if, let's speak about age, if you are, maybe let's speak about height. If we say someone who's taller than you or included your height, it means anyone all the way from your height. Maybe let's say you measure 1.7 meters. So that means anyone from 1.7 meters all the way to any meters. That person will be classified maybe as being part of your, I don't know, age mate or something. I don't know what you can call it. Like, yeah, I hope that makes sense. So here we basically started by transposing. We have 4x squared minus 5x plus 1 all being greater than or included 0, right, when you transpose it to the other side. So okay, from that, what we therefore have is that we factorize, right? Here we do have the roots. Yeah, we do have the perfect roots, 4x, and then we have x, and then we say minus 1 and minus 1, right? And then from that we end up with x being equals to, okay, let me write the whole thing. 4x minus 1 all equals to 0, therefore 4x is equals to 1, therefore x becomes 1 over 4 when you divide by 4, right? Or x minus 1 is equals to 0, therefore x is equals to 1, right? So these are our critical values. Our critical values, we started the small one, it's 1 over 4 and 1, right? These are our critical values. So in a number line, we know in a number line we start from negative to positive. 1 over 4 is less positive than 1, and then we put 1 here. If we have the greater than sign, the greater than, as I stated in the previous video in part 1 of the series, we are operating outside this middle zone here. We are operating outside to the left and outside to the right. So that's it. And then they said included, so we put a round thing, but then we circle it. Yeah, to show that included, we put round is just included, and then round it means not included, but then when we darken it, it shows what included. So included. So here we say x will be less than or included 1 over 4, right? Or x will be greater than or included 1. So you can substitute any value from 1 over 4 going down and check if the equation does become greater than 0, or substitute any value greater than 1 all the way to 2 and stuff and see if it's greater than 0 again. So yes, we are done with that question. So let's move to 1.2. Okay, let me just erase again. I just hope I can find a better method of not having to erase in future, and see which way I can possibly use. Okay, so 1.2, we are given x squared plus 5xy plus 6y squared, right, all equals to 0. And then here it like calculate the values of the ratio x over y. Ne? Okay, so think about it. Ne? Usually when you speak about a ratio is linked with times and divide. Just think about it. A ratio is linked to times and divide. If we say a ratio of something to something is 1:2, that means when you multiply the other one by 2, you get the other one. When you divide the other one by 2, you probably get the other one. That's what I'm trying to say. So here, for you to end up with this ratio of x over y, the way it's written, you can see it's divide, right? But first, let's note that this equation that we have at the top is factorizable, right? We have x, and then you basically have positive 2y and then positive 3y. If you can multiply it, you will get the initial one. So okay, from here, this ends up giving you x plus 2y equals to 0, or x plus 3y all equals to 0, right? From that, that means basically for you to end up with x over y, let's just divide everything by y. Ne? So basically, you end up with x over y and then over y over y. So your x over y plus 2 is equals to 0, right? Therefore, x over y is equals to negative 2. Let's work with the other one. You divide by y again, you end up with x over y plus 3, right? All equals to, let me show the divide by y. Okay, so here you will end up with x over y. No, this was 3y, sorry. X over y being equals to negative 3, right? So that is x over y. Yeah. Okay, and then part 2 is saying 1.2.2, hence calculate the values of x and y if x plus y is equals to 8. X plus y is equals to 8. Ne? At first, this wasn't from 1.2.1, using 1.2.1. It wasn't a simultaneous equation at 1.2.1, but the way they are now bringing the question at 1.2.2, introducing a second equation, this basically is what you can call a second equation. This, let me circle it. There's no need to show this, but I'm just making you understand. They're basically making it a simultaneous equation now. So we're gonna use the first thing that we found at the top to solve this one. So we know from this one that it therefore means to us what? X is equals to negative 2y, right? You agree? And then from this we know that x is equals to negative 3y. So taking this down, we get x, okay, sorry, we get negative 2y. Yeah, or maybe let's just call it equation 2. We can say substitute, substitute into 2, substitute into equation 2. So basically you're gonna end up with negative 2y plus y all equals to 8, and over here you're gonna end up with negative 3y plus y all equals to 8. Therefore here you have negative y all equals to 8. Therefore your y becomes negative 8 when you divide by negative both sides. Here negative 2y and then all equals to 8. You divide by negative 2, you end up with y being equals to negative 4, right? Therefore, you use the very same values. Therefore, x is equals to negative 2 bracket negative 8. This gives you 16. Or x is equals to, even here, let's put an or x is equals to negative 3 in bracket -4. This gives you 12. So yeah, that is the solution, guys. Thank you for watching till the end of the video. Kindly tune in to watch more videos, and comment, like, share, and subscribe. And please recommend any video that you like me to cover, or any topic and content. Thank you.